Yoga is medicine. I'm at the home studio with Sasha and Taya. Hi from Taya Pie. And we're going to continue our studies of having good posture in our yoga poses, our asanas, as well as in the moments of our life. So we started with studying the sternum bone and lifting that 10%, elongating the neck, chin parallel with the floor, top of the head in alignment or parallel with the ceiling. And we just slightly addressed the shoulders. So today I want to focus on the importance of the shoulders. What I see in a lot of my students' practices is that we don't realize that we start to lift the shoulders up closer to the ears, which looks like I have a very short neck. When we're in things as simple as up dog, we're here, so we want to elongate. When we're twisting, we studied this in Marchasana, we want to pull the shoulders down and elongate. So I want you to think about your cervical spine and how important it is for neck health that we elongate the spine and draw the shoulders down. So let's think about the space between the very bottom of your ears, your earlobes, to the top of your shoulders, and creating space here to create a long neck is one simple way to help you start making adjustments in your yoga practices, and also to remember to do this throughout the day. So again, where we normally do is very unconscious, maybe we're stressed or have a little bit of anxiety, unconsciously the shoulders come up. So what we want to do is draw them down, away from the ears, away from the ears, away from the ears, down and slightly back, creating a beautiful long neck. You can see this in something as simple as Prasarita Padottanasana, which is demonstrated here with my crunched up neck, and then pressing down and elongating the spine through that top part here with the neck. Again, we're here, crunch down, or pushing into the floor and pulling the shoulders literally away from your ears is the tip. We're going to demonstrate the same action in a pose that everybody loves, the king of asanas, headstand. And it's really important, particularly in headstand, because not only are we inverted, but we're bearing the weight of our body on our neck if we don't learn how to create space and lift out of it. So when we're in headstand, a very simple thing to do is to push your forearms and your elbows away from the floor. And as you begin to push them away from the floor, think again of pulling your shoulders away from your ears. So it's almost an opposite. We have to think of it in a different way when we're upside down. Rather than pulling them down, you actually have to pull them up, away from the floor. Just a simple demonstration. And this is not a tutorial for a headstand. This is actually for someone who's already does headstand. So we're up. I'm just going to demonstrate what I see a lot, which is that we're just kind of, our neck is all jammed up. What we're going to do is press down through the elbows, press down through the forearms, and pull the tops of your shoulders, the edges of the shoulders away from the floor, creating all that space. So again, instead of being crunched down, I'm going to push away and feel like I lift my shoulders away from the floor and I pull them away from my ears, expanding the upper back and creating long length in the cervical spine, and also some lightness, so it doesn't feel so heavy. This is an area where people can actually hurt their necks. You can hurt your discs, your spine, if you're bearing too much weight in headstand. So again, it's a beautiful example to think of it in our yoga practice on how we kind of bring our bad habits everywhere we go, right? So we tend to bring them into our asana as well, is to think of elongating the shoulders down so we create new good habits. Then throughout the day, again, just thinking of there being this beautiful space between your ears and your shoulders and elongating. And notice when you do that throughout the day, how it makes you feel to go from here all the way down to here. And for a bonus point, add a nice long breath. Voila, feeling good. Those are your tips for yoga and tips for life.